This could be the real deal, boys. Let's do it.
Welcome to an emergency Reggie and Jerome podcast. We will be discussing all the new eats and treats at Lincoln Financial Field this winter. No, we're not discussing that. We are talking about what we've been talking about for how long? 8 months, probably?
8 months.
8 months. Finally, some finality. That's a double negative. Finally, A.J. Brown saga seems to have come to an end. I am here with my guys, as always. To my left, Sammy C.
What's going on, guys?
To my right, Big J.A.
Yo, what up?
Guys, it's over.
It's over.
A lot is over. We have talked about this. It has been debated back and forth by numerous media outlets. This thing has got everything from reading books to marital issues to pretty much the A.J. Brown saga is crazy. It really is. But we're going to get into that. Before we get into that, we're going to do what we always do.
Yeah, we need a shot for this one.
We need a shot for 11.
Yeah.
A.J.
Swole Batman.
Swole Batman.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Man, oh man.
So, guys, today, A.J. Brown was traded to the Patriots. Sammy, do you have the particulars of the said trade?
Yes, I do. The Eagles have traded A.J. Brown to the Patriots in exchange for a 2028 first-round pick and a 2027 fifth-rounder.
So, the first thing we're going to talk about is we'll talk about compensation first. J.A., I'll start with you. When you first heard about the compensation for the trade, what did you think?
Well, we talked about it this morning. We kind of were alluding to it. First round pick, I'm happy with. I wish it was next year, but hey, we'll take it. I was a little surprised that it was only along with a fifth round pick. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. Sammy C?
I mean, I got to agree. I wish it was for next year. There's a lot of great players coming out of college next year. But what are you going to do? I feel like they've had this trade planned for 8 months now. I mean, it's only been going on for 8 months, but I feel like they already had it planned for 8 months, which we'll get to that later on.
Yeah.
But the fifth rounder,
Especially,
I would have liked to see at least a third. But
especially when you go and look at what Miami got for Jalen Waddle.
I agree.
Let's give the listeners a refresher. I believe Jalen Waddle was a first and a second, I think it was.
It was that's not right. Dolphins received Denver's 2026 first round pick, 30th overall, a third round pick, and a fourth round pick.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no offense, he hasn't put up 4 seasons back to back over 1,000 yards.
AJ's for sure the better wide receiver.
AJ.
That's why I just don't. It's just I don't get it.
Well, I kind of alluded to it earlier. If there were more suitors, the trade package would have been bigger if there were more suitors. But you look at it from the New England side of things. He clearly wanted to go there, right? They appease him by sending him there. But when that's the only suitor and no one else can jump involved into the fray, you get this. You know what I mean? It was at a point where I was thinking it could have been a second round pick, to be honest with you. But the fact that they got a first, yes, like you guys, I wish it would have been like a first and a third. I'd have been a lot happier with that. But on the same token, I think that going into the off season, like you said, they knew. There were rumors that in the middle of the season he wanted to be traded. Maybe not in the middle of the season, but he was putting out those tea leaves that he wanted to be traded. So yeah, I agree. First and a fifth, would have liked more. Clearly, he's a better player than Jalen Waddle, but they got what they got because the suitors weren't there. You get two teams bidding against each other, you probably get a different package. So, that being said,
to add on to that real quick, I feel like, I mean, I know they've probably had this already settled and everything like that, but would you have taken the bigger package from another team, say? Like we were talking about. I mean, listen, we text all day, but yes, pause. Okay. But
it's hard taking a bigger package. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, just answer my damn question.
Okay, I got you.
Shit.
Or you like the small package. That's what.
Whoa. You probably had to ask 50 Cent's ex-wife. Anyway, go ahead. We pop in the trunk today, fellas.
Those who know, no.
Those who don't know. But go ahead. I'm with you. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, you take the better deal. I understand AJ's, he's done a lot for the Eagles. He helped us win the Super Bowl. But at the same time, if the report is true that he was asking for a trade week 4 when we were 4-0, at some point it's gotta hurt, at least if I was Howie Roseman, and yeah, somebody comes along with a better deal, then yes, sorry, AJ. I'm looking out for the betterment of the team for the future.
Yeah.
You're kind of in a catch-22 kind of situation because the way that the teams look at it, they have to deal with agents and players after this.
Right.
So the fact that
if they did that to him, are they going to do that to me?
Right. So that's the hard part. That's the hard part. You know what I mean? And I think if he acted like a complete asshole, and it's different. Yeah. Then they're on some old, whatever the fuck. We send you, you go. So I'm 50-50 with it. Cause I said it in a text earlier, like, you can't tell me there aren't other teams out there that couldn't have offered more.
I'm surprised the Chiefs weren't.
I said that weeks ago. Like, what are y'all doing?
The Ravens, the Chargers.
I don't know what the Chiefs was doing. That befuddles me. Like, okay.
They must want Tyreek back now. That's the only thing I can think of.
Nutcase.
Yeah, you can get him back for nothing, basically.
Yeah, but I mean, you sit here and look at it on the shit that happened with Rashee Rice again. It's like, where the hell were the Chiefs at that moment? Because damn well, I feel like they definitely could have sent something or more than what the Patriots offered. I feel like
even a team like the Texans, like that makes you a whole hell of a lot better.
Yeah, like I said, the Chief thing kind of befuddles me because of the connection with Andy. Like, I don't understand why they didn't do it. Ravens. There's a bunch of teams that could have used.
Because he wanted to go home. That's what he wanted to.
He did all this so he could post that picture on Instagram.
That's all he did.
So he could post that Patriots jersey picture on Instagram.
And then I'm coming home song.
I'm coming home.
All right.
Bruh, you grew up so far from New England.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You like the Patriots growing up, I guess. But, I in a way, I can't knock that, wanting to play for the team that you always dreamed of playing for. On the same token,
grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Not only is the grass not always greener, but if you're going to do that, when you sign a contract, there's a way that if you want to do that, there's a way you can do that. And that is, all right, I'm going to sign this extension, but I want it out in 2 years. And then I get to go wherever I want to go. Like, I know my time here is up. Theoretically, my time here is up, and I want to go pursue other pastures, especially after. But see, that's the problem I have with players sometimes. Like, a player won't do that. Like, a player won't go, I won the chip. This was tough. I don't know if I want to stay here again. I go to the front office and like, hey, thanks, guys. I know you gave up something for me. after the Super Bowl, and no team would do this, after the Super Bowl, his compensation level is never going to be as higher. Can you imagine what they could have got for him after the Super Bowl?
A boatload.
A boatload, right?
Boatload.
So if you don't want to be here, let's, we ripped up the deal by giving you an extension. Oh, you don't want to be here? Okay, well, let's knock off those 2 years of guaranteed money and you can go where the hell you want to go.
Should have said that before we gave you an extension.
Yeah.
No offense,
but they're not going. He's not going to do that.
Oh no, yeah.
Because he wants the money.
I wouldn't do it either.
But
I wouldn't do it either.
Isn't that what Howie said today? What we were talking about it was like right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, pretty much
They
right
were
after the
talking.
Super Bowl, he was talking like, I don't know if I really want to stay here much longer. Blah blah blah. Listen, oh, okay. Well, all that being said, it's a done deal. So we move from compensation packages and talking about what it means for him. Now we have to talk about what it means for the Birds. So, Sammy, I'll start it with you. Although we've known this day was going to probably be coming, it's official now. What does this mean for the Birds?
Time to shine. Skinny Batman. His wide receiver 1 now. We've been talking about it. So, it's his time to shine and, put the weight on his shoulders, which he's great at doing anyway. But, it's going to be a whole different scheme. They've already been talking about it. And I'm excited. I'm excited still, even though, everybody knows that AJ was my number 1, player. But, sometimes you got to move on. And you got Devontae Smith, Mekhi Lemon, Latavion Wicks, Hollywood Brown. So, you got players in there that know how to play the game, that are quick, and that got hands. So, you're not going to have that strong wide receiver, I want to say, like the powerful wide receiver. But we can hurt you in multiple ways, I feel like now.
Yeah. Joy, what does it mean for the Birds?
Kind of on the same page. Look, Smitty was the guy before. Then AJ showed up and it kind of turned into a 1A, 1B. I fully expect Smitty to be better. He was 1,000-yard receiver, 900-yard receiver. Those numbers are only going to go up. I'm excited for the rookie. And, Sean Mannion going out there and convincing front office to go trade for Dontavian Wicks. There's got to be something there that Mannion knows. And he can turn that into, a 700-yard guy behind, depending on what the depth chart looks like come week 1. That's a huge win. I think Goddard's probably going to have a career year coming off of a really good year. I'm excited to see what the offense is going to bring. I think we're going to see, well, really anything is better than what we rolled out there last year.
Yeah.
You're in line.
But I expect to see a lot of pre-snap motion. I think Mekhi Lemon's probably going to be that guy.
Playing a Puka Nacua role.
Yeah, that's exactly kind of what I'm envisioning and hoping to see.
I'm cool if he like 80% of that.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So I definitely think that everything, while, losing a star caliber player like A.J. Brown, I feel like everything is going to open up more. Not, I don't see Smitty as the diva type. To me, that's a cat who just wants to win. So I just see a lot of wealth and a lot of sharing in this offense.
I agree. I won't reiterate what you guys have said, but clearly, the move frees up Smitty to be 1AA, and there is nothing I think on the horizon that he can't do. You can't replace A.J. Brown with A.J. Brown. So what I mean by that is you can't ask Smitty to be that. You just have to ask him to continue to be the guy that he has been, just with more looks. So I don't think that the weight on his proverbial shoulders is going to be too big. I think that he has been working towards this, and I would love to have him have some true serum to see if he kind of saw the writing on the wall before this. Clearly, he probably did. They all kind of probably did. And, him knowing, all right, it's my show now. That being said, because of the offense that, by all accounts, is going to change tremendously from last year's, which, a 7-year-old in Madden could have done that. But that will probably, it will probably open up the field for him more. One-on-one Smitty against a DB is terrifying because of how he runs routes. He don't even have to like blow by you. He's just that good. And when the ball comes to him, he catches it. So I'm excited for that. And I'm excited for the rest of the guys, Mekhi Lemon, Dontavian Wicks. Like Joey said, Sean Mannion must know something. And by all accounts, everybody's smiling because of it. So, yeah, I'm ready to turn the page on what was, and I'm looking forward to see what's going to be. The next question that I have in regards to that, Joey kind of mentioned it a little bit with Dallas Goedert and some of the other guys that they have. I want to ask you guys, when you think of the ceiling for the offense itself, because before I ask you that, I'm going to ask you another question. Because of what they've done on the other side of the ball, is this an offensive or a defensive team? Let me ask you first.
I think it's a defensive.
I think it's a defensive team, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think?
That's just what my gut's telling me.
That's telling you, right?
Yeah, it's just
a lot of talent on both sides of the football. I'm leaning defense. But my sole reason for that is because it's the same defensive coordinator.
Okay.
They're familiar. And you just got one of the better cornerbacks in the league to sign on a 1-year deal. The best man coverage corner there was last year.
Corner, defensive end. Green, we talked about it in the last pod. Greenlaw's, he ain't no joke. Grenard, I'm sorry, yeah.
So I lean defense because of the familiarity.
Yeah, I think we're all in accordance with that. I think this team is going to go as far as the defense takes them. And that can minimize the loss of A.J. Brown. You're not going to replace him, but that can minimize the loss of A.J. Brown.
I don't think that, yes, it's going to hurt, but at the same time, I really don't think it's going to. My mind's telling me, I think I have a lot of confidence in this offensive coordinator that we brought in from the Packers. And obviously, it's going to be a different scheme than what we played last year. We're not going to have A.J. Brown running the 4 routes that, he was running.
Got that right.
We have, I want to say, great and good talent out there. I say good talent because Hollywood Brown used to be a superstar for the Ravens.
Agreed.
Dontavian Wicks, he really hasn't had that opportunity to prove himself, which I think he can with the Eagles. If that's him being the wide receiver 3, being the wide receiver 4, I mean, I don't know exactly what role he's going to play, but I'm excited to see it. And, you know, like I said before, you're just not going to have that power wide receiver with great hands like A.J. Brown did. But I feel like you have a different motion of play with all these other guys coming in.
So I'll ask both of you, since we're talking. Well, I'll ask you first. The 1,500 yards that you got from AJ and you got from your guy, our number 3 receiver who we said was going to get 500 yards this year.
Yes.
Dotson.
Can we get the replicable stats from the other 2 guys that we just got? Because that's really all you need, right?
Yeah.
Essentially. Yeah.
Essentially, right?
Essentially, yeah.
So can we get that?
I don't see why not. I mean, I really don't. I already know. I mean, it all comes down to if you can stay healthy, right?
Oh, of course.
Of course. So say they all stay healthy. Smitty's obviously, I would assume and hope he's over 1,000 yards.
I would assume that.
Probably 1,200.
We can run into Smitty's stats previously. I have him up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Talk that talk.
Yeah.
When he was the number 1 option, which was 2021, his rookie year, 64 receptions for 916 yards.
Really? On 64 catches?
And that's without
100,
AJ.
104 targets.
Correct?
Oh,
That was
man.
without AJ.
Without AJ.
Wow. Okay.
Then AJ comes to town in 2022. Smitty was targeted 136 times, 95 receptions for. He was 4 yards shy of 1,200.
Okay.
2023, 81 receptions for 1,066. 2024, he missed 3 or 4 games, 68 receptions for 833 yards. And then last year,
Wow.
77 receptions for 1,008 yards.
So
Wow.
that just shows that
It's there.
he
And
can
that's
take
him.
that number 1 wide receiver responsibility hands down.
That's playing behind.
I mean, what
the guy
what year
begging for
did you
the
say
football.
that he missed 3 or 4 games?
That was 2024.
24. So say in those 3-4 games, he's definitely hitting 1,000 on that. If he ended the year with what, 8 something you said?
833. Yeah.
Can you go back to the one? What was it? 64 catches?
His rookie year.
Yeah.
Yeah. 104 targets, 64 receptions for 916 yards.
Is that the lowest receptions he's had?
Yes.
And he still put up 900.
64 receptions his rookie year. Next fewest was 68 the year he missed 3-4 games.
And how many yards did he have that year?
Which one? The missed
68.
games? 833.
Wow. I mean, their guys have got 100 catches that are just getting 1,000 yards. Yeah. I think I'm going to recalibrate what I think about him. I mean, I thought that he'd still be 1A.
I mean, let's be real. We know what's good with Devontae Smith. He's the most decorated wide receiver in football.
Absolutely. Ever.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. Ever.
And if you don't believe us, go look it up.
Go look it up. Ever.
Yeah.
That man
stats prove it.
That man trophy case is
Trophies,
amazing.
Everything.
And he's always had that chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't care how small I am. I'm going to go out there and prove you wrong.
Absolutely. Even if he just gets 80 catches, I'd be interested to see how many. Damn, he did that with AJ?
2023, 81 receptions, 1,066 yards.
Man. All right, this might take a second. Can you look up Puka Nakua's receptions?
While he's looking that up,
Yeah.
I'm going to answer the rest of your question on how. Like I said, okay, never mind. Go ahead,
no,
Jay.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'll answer it after.
Puka Nakua entered the league in 2023. That year he had 105 receptions for 1,486. The following year, 2024, 79 receptions for 990. And then last year, 129 receptions for 17-15.
So go ahead and answer you, and then I'm going to say something after you say, go ahead.
Nah, I mean, what we were talking about, and, when I said that Jahan Dotson was going to get 500 yards last year, obviously that didn't happen.
It
But
did not happen.
now that they're not worried about throwing to A.J. Brown or trying to get the ball to A.J. Brown, I feel like Jalen Hurts may be more comfortable in the pocket, just trying to find an open receiver. And I don't see why they can't get open. I mean, you got speed. You got talent with Mekhi Lemon coming across the middle. He has great hands, pause. But, and like I said before, Hollywood Brown, he's a speedster. Just having them, you can go out route, you can come back, whatever, and then you have somebody down the field like Hollywood Brown or I don't know. I guess Wicks is fast. I don't know if he is or not, but
quick, yeah.
But still, it's going to be a whole different scheme, but I still see Devontae over definitely. I think he may be shooting for a little 1,200, 1,300 yard year.
That's the reason why I asked. That's why I asked the Puka Nacua question, because look how many receptions he had. They were feeding the ball to him an awful lot.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He deserves it because that he
He's
catches.
a baller.
Yeah, he catches pretty much anything that's thrown to him, and he's always open. And we've talked about it on here before. It's not even about speed with him. It's just they scheme him open. The way he gets open is last second motion. I catch your worst DB on me when the ball is snapped. That's how they get
that pre-snap motion.
Yeah,
That's what it is. I mean, we all agree because we watched it last year when the Rams came to town. And they did it with Puka Nacua. Where did he go through the right tackle and the right guard or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like last second. And it was a beautiful play call.
Yeah.
Just to get him open. I mean, in motion. I see a lot of that this year. It's just something about it.
He was doing all that with a drinking problem off that yak.
Yeah, he was.
And to add on to that, to be honest with you.
Was sweating on the sidelines.
I know we were talking about the wide receivers, but talking about like the in motion part of the game, they've been talking about, I'm going to go to the OTAs because they've been talking about how Jalen Hurts has been under center a lot more. Saquon actually talked about it in his press conference. He actually hit up Todd Gurley and asked him how he was so good from running from under center when, the quarterback was under center.
Yeah.
Because he was a dangerous runner.
He was one of the best ones I ever seen do it.
Yeah. Between him and, I don't know, Jamal Charles was pretty good at it too, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But Todd Gurley definitely,
he's one of the best ones to do it.
Best ones.
Yeah.
So, especially with him being under center, you could put so many guys in motion and come up with so many different routes and strategies that a lot of teams like the Rams do with Puka Nacua. Now that you have all these new wide receivers, I don't see why not.
If we get good old line play, I think it's only going to benefit Saquon. With his speed and agility, he gets to that second level. He's hard to take down.
Clearly, if you listen to Jeff Stoutland, there were some things going on in the offense last year that mitigated Saquon from being the runner that he had been in the past. So yeah, I agree. I don't think. Look, man, Saquon's one of the best running backs I ever played NFL football. He just is. I think he can catch, draws, run zone reads. I think he can do anything he wants to do because he's so talented. But using him the proper way gets you 2,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? Can he still be effective and be 1,000-yard Saquon? Absolutely. Will he ever see 2,000 again? Odds are probably not. But can he be somewhere in the middle with a different scheme?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. And that's all you need from him. You know, you don't need him to be 2,000 yards Saquon. You just need him to be somewhere in the middle.
Right.
And as long as he's healthy, he'll be somewhere in the middle. So I'm convinced of that.
Yeah.
But no.
And I don't mean to, I'm going to go back a little bit because I agree with Joey with the Dallas Goedert, what he said about Dallas Goedert. I'm about a breakout year.
Yeah.
I can see it also. I mean, he proved it last year. It didn't matter about how many yards he had, but I mean, look at the touchdowns. He had the most touchdowns for almost the whole year for a tight end. I think we talked about.
Yeah.
Or he ended.
Which is pretty crazy.
Which is pretty crazy. But then, I mean, and you add young talent in the draft with the kid from Vanderbilt, Stowers. Like, Stowers can't block, but he's a physical player and can catch the ball and run routes. So, I mean, I'm excited to see. I'm definitely excited to see.
Goddard's best year was 2021. He had 830 yards.
How many catches he had?
56 receptions.
Damn, that's it?
Mm-hmm. Last year, he had 60 receptions for 591.
How many touchdowns did he have last year? 13? No.
Last year, he had 11.
11.
Which I believe was second in the NFL behind Devontae Adams.
Quick question: when you hear these numbers that they put up and the way that they play, what is it for? I'll start first. The first thing that jumps out to me is, and it might jump out to you guys as well, is like really fucking talented, man. Like, and I know he's gone, but the more and more I think about it, the more and more it pisses me off, man. Like, you just wasted a year of all this fucking talent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how hard it is to get talent at every position in the NFL? And they have talent at every position.
And they wanted to hire some schmuck who didn't know how to fucking run an offense.
Man, that shit pisses me off, bro.
I mean, that pisses you off because it pisses me off, but I also have to, like, this year too. No offense. I mean, you add all these guys in. It's like, what if none of this shit was happening with A.J. Brown?
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
it's not even,
and I'm
not
saying,
even
like,
that.
say, like, you didn't sign Hollywood Brown because you knew A.J. Brown was staying.
Right.
Or, you know, Dattavion Wicks, whatever. But you ended up with Smith, Brown, and Lemon.
Right.
Maybe the draft pick would have changed. But still, it's like the numbers that he put up were remarkable. Over 1,000 yards every, 4 seasons in a row?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the first Eagle to ever do that, right?
Yeah.
Was the first,
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. It sucks. Like, you hire a guy who didn't know what he was doing, was way too in over his head. You know, you could have been just talking about defending a title and having a chance to,
Run back.
win 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And then not only that, I think A.J. Brown wanting out was just intensified by just the poor play calling, and he knew nothing was going to change. But say that doesn't happen and you have a competent OC. I really think, and whether we finish the same, win the Super Bowl, whatever the case may be, with Dallas Goedert being 31, 32, and the Eagles don't like to hold on to tight ends once they pass that threshold.
Nope.
I really do think come to draft time and say everything's cool and kosher and A.J. Brown is here to stay. Say we're even at pick 32, I think the Eagles would have made a strong push to go and get the tight end from Oregon.
Shadik.
Yeah.
Wow, could have been. I mean, they were interested in them, where we were, and I think they knew because A.J. Brown was leaving that they were gonna.
They had to get a wide out.
Yeah,
they had to get a wide out. Yeah,
but like, imagine that offense. You add that guy in there, A.J., Sadiq.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
all right. Quick question before we move on to the next topic. Kellen Moore is here. Where are they at last year?
Go ahead, Joe. You can start.
We're back in the chip.
Back in the chip?
For sure. Yeah.
Back in the chip. What do you think, Sammy?
I'd have to 100% agree. It was just something about that team, the way that defense played last year, and the way that Kellen Moore called that offense. The year we went to the chip.
Another year under the same offense, iron out any kinks that there were while coming off an amazing year. Sure, it's hard to repeat excellence, but when you got the right players in place, it makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah, if you guys listen to this pod, I'm normally the glass half full, half empty kind of guy. Not in this case. I 100% agree with you guys. He's here. I don't know if they're going to win it, but they're in at least an NFC Championship game at the very least with him. Yeah.
Holy shit, we need that. He agree with us, Jay.
I 100. Let me see if I got it.
There you go.
I 100% agree with you on that. That is for sure. AJ, just, status quo AJ and status quo everybody else. Yeah, I think.
And you know what's crazy to think about is that, like, when Kalen Moore was here, I think did AJ and Devontae both go over 1,000? Or because I know last year they did under that horrible offense scheme that we did.
I can tell you right now.
But now thinking about it,
I'm pretty sure
so that would have been 2024.
Yeah,
AJ had 1,079, and Smitty had.
If he didn't have 1,000, he was pretty close.
No, that was the year he missed 3 games. He had 833.
Okay, all right,
yeah. So it's just like to even think about that they both went over 1,000 last year with all that shit going on.
Yeah, well, we talked about it. Was it coaching or was it talent? And that was a clear
coaching.
case of
yeah.
talent.
We talked about it several times. Was it
times.
coaching or was it talent? Clearly, we know now it was talent.
We don't have to bring that dude back up.
It was talent, but
I do have a question, and I don't know if you were going to get to it. If you wanted to finish your point,
no, go ahead.
The other big trade that happened today was Myles Garrett to the Rams.
Well, that's what I was going to say next. So go ahead, Joey.
Good scheme.
Good job, buddy. You've been doing this for a little while.
Now, obviously, Myles Garrett would have been a fantastic player to have. I don't know if, well, clearly we didn't want to give up what was necessary to get him. But my question is, what does it mean for the Birds? Does it change how you feel about the Rams? Are you worried about the Rams? Et cetera, et cetera.
Great question.
Rams are putting everything on the line.
They've done this before.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they do it a lot, and it worked out once when they won the Super Bowl. It did work out. That's when
that was a terrible game against the Bengals.
Yeah,
that was horrible to watch.
They emptied their draft picks for several years to get Odell and Von Miller.
Mm-hmm.
They did. I think they didn't have a first round draft pick for almost 3 years because of that. How does that make me feel about the Rams? Well, Nick Sirianni is undefeated against Sean McVay. We'll start with that. Secondly, again, they're going all in this year right now. Does Myles Garrett make them better? Absolutely makes them better. And we're going to talk about what that means for the Birds and how that happened with them or did not happen with them. But yeah, does it makes them better on paper? Are they better than the Birds? Probably. Do I still think that the Birds can beat them? Yeah, I still think the Birds can beat them because we have things that they don't. So,
is that an offensive line?
Sammy, I'll kick it to you. What are some of the things that we have that they don't?
An offensive line, for sure. A running back. So, I mean, there's a lot that we have that they don't have.
Right.
A wide receiver who doesn't have an alcohol problem.
Yeah. Knock on whatever. We don't have that.
No. I mean, they picked up Trent McDuffie, but they paid that dude a shit ton.
They did.
But I don't think you don't have the corners that we have. Especially bringing in Woolen now. That's all they've been talking about at OTAs is him. But I mean, we can go on and on about this. But
they stole him. But go ahead.
Yeah,
They
100%.
stole him. Go ahead.
But does it hurt? I would say yeah for me because he's in the NFC now. But I mean, what are we going to face him twice a year? If
yeah.
So, hey, it ain't Dallas, so he ain't go to Dallas. So, it makes you feel a little bit better. But Myles Garrett, he's one hell of a player, but you also had to give up one hell of a player, I think, and stuff added to it. So, were the Eagles going to do it? No, because they wanted Jalen Carter. I would say. I don't see any.
I don't even think we have to say
it.
We know that.
That's what every team wants, and it's not going to happen. So I'm happy that we didn't do it. If that makes sense, after seeing what they gave up and how many picks they gave up, I'm fine with it.
So you asked the question. What do you think?
I was talking about this at work with the guys. I still don't necessarily fear the Rams. I mean, Matt Stafford is getting up there, and we know Father Time always wins.
Undefeated.
But no, I mean, is he a great player? Yes. Do they have a lot of talent? Yes. But I still think we have the head-to-head better team defensively. We have structure. We have probably one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, if not the best defensive coordinator in the league. He coaches these guys up. He knows where to play them. The most eye-opening thing was what he did with Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson was getting burnt, changed up everything. You thought you were seeing Adoree Jackson from what was with the Titans.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you got a defensive coordinator like Vic Fangio, I'm always going to be on the side on the side of the ball where he's at.
No, and there's no coincidence that Sean McVay has trouble with Vic Fangio. I mean,
could you imagine if we had Sean McVay and Fangio together? I'm saying,
Jesus,
that sounds illegal.
Yeah,
it does.
That's like tampering or something like that.
Well, listen, Mannion is under the McVay tree. We could see that happen.
That is true.
That is very true.
Is it wrong that I almost fear that a little bit?
Because it sounds too good to be true, and this is Philadelphia.
No, that's not the reason why. I fear that because if that happens, guess who ain't going to be here the year after that?
Him.
Yeah.
There's only one way that happens, and you'd have to be a bold move.
What?
You'd have to move on from Sirianni and make him the head coach.
Dun, 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 dun.
And
I already brought that up.
I'm not.
You did bring that up.
Because why would they sign 2 offensive coordinators?
I'm not necessarily.
Right.
Listen, if things go well and he's got 100% control of that offense and we go out there and we win the bowl, I'm not opposed to it. Straight up.
Damn.
Not opposed to it. Nick Sirianni
sounds insane.
It sounds awful. It sounds insane because Nick Sirianni has a lot of success here. But at the same time, what is he bringing to the table?
In the shot. Wow.
But back to the Rams.
Okay.
Because this was on my mind.
All right, go ahead.
And I don't know how feasible this is, and I hope to God it doesn't happen. There's a guy who retired a couple of years ago who's still in really good shape.
Oh, my God. You're talking about Aaron Donald?
And he, in the offseason, had said, if the Rams were somehow to get Myles Garrett, I might have to get back into football shape.
Wow.
No offense if that does happen. I mean,
NFL. I mean, I might have to look at it. There might have to be some inside investigation there.
Yeah, I think that although they own his rights, that the way the contract works,
it probably wouldn't work. That's
There's
kind of what
no
I was
way it would
thinking,
work.
but
yeah,
it's a scary fucking thought. That's for
Yeah.
damn sure.
Yeah, he come back on a minimum veteran
I was
contract.
gonna say he'd have
I mean,
to rip up his deal. A whole lot would happen.
It had to be like a Brandon Graham kind of
Yeah.
return.
And even Brandon got paid a little bit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't. Aaron Donald will make more than that. Yeah.
we got some breaking news.
It's breaking news.
AJ Brown was sued up against the Eagles twice in August.
At
Mini camp.
Eagles Pats August joint practice.
Oh man, we
Date
need
to
dates.
be determined. And preseason week 2, August 22nd, Pats versus Eagles. I don't think he's gonna suit up, but
He won't suit up.
no.
But the mini.
But the mini camp,
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pay attention to Twitter that week.
Nah, fuck that. This is a shout out to my man Jerry Smith. I think he works somewhere in that building. Bro, can you get us in the mini camp those days? 'Cause, man,
I would love
man.
to see AJ
Yeah.
Brown versus Quinyon Mitchell.
Oh my goodness.
The trash talking that be there.
Oh, you gonna see it there?
Against both of them, all three.
Wow.
Yeah, you gonna see it.
we got a lot of trash talk.
You gonna see it. Wow,
tempers,
that's crazy.
Tempers are flare there, boy.
Yeah. There's gonna be some chin straps on all day in that practice, boy. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah,
wow.
we
That's not good for the Giants.
Oh, you talking about Malik Neighbors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looked terrible.
Looks horrible.
Yeah.
No, really.
Yeah.
Oh, his knee? Yeah. He was
Uh-huh.
playing in a charity softball game. I just seen the video pop up, and he does not look good at all. He's
Yeah.
like hobbling the first.
He looks terrible.
That's
But-
why they had to bring Odell in
Yeah.
today. That's
And
another
Juju-
breaking
clearly.
And
news.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, breaking news.
Football world is quite exciting. June 1st.
Breaking news, the Giants are playing Madden 2021 with their team right now, bringing back Odell Beckham and Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah. But
I can't believe they gave their GM a contract extension. Hey man, but I'll take it.
I'll take it too.
Just keep stinking it up.
Yeah, guys. So I think for the most part, we covered everything with the
Paid $50 million.
AJ Brown saga. For who? Oh, for AJ? Yeah.
Damn.
That's the only thing we didn't really talk about, which is the cap implications. You get rid of his contract. You still have to pay some of it. Well, you don't have to pay it, but it still counts against the cap spread out. I believe I think he has 1 or 2 void years on his contract. They are now gone. So that helps us out plenty.
So the Pats had to do a contract extension with him now, right?
If they want, they don't have to. He's still on a
under
contract for 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if they want, they can.
They might have to, renegotiate because
They may have to find
their
a
best,
coach
their
soon
best, their best players not at OTAs.
No?
Orlando Gonzalez is not at OTAs.
Orlando.
He's-
Christian?
Christian Gonzalez?
Christian Gonzalez. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was like, Orlando. Your
My
dad
bad.
there?
My
His
bad.
cousin.
His cousin.
Yeah, he's
Christian,
Just
I'm at
about-
Orlando.
he's just about due for a contract.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this is his 5th year? 4th.
Fourth.
4th year. Yeah,
Fourth
so
year.
he's at the end of his contract,
Yeah.
rookie contract,
So if I'm him, I'm not coming into OTAs, to be honest with you.
until I get paid.
So I get paid. I ain't going out there and getting hurt in fucking OTAs or shit. Probably even minicamp. Like, yo,
That too.
I'm not playing on that.
We've seen it happen plenty of times around the league.
yeah.
They don't get paid. They'll wait till 2 weeks before the regular season starts.
Hell no. I wouldn't go nowhere near that camp if I'm him. But yeah, they'll have to. I would think. I think money wise for them, it makes sense for them to extend his contract because not only, I mean, if they want to keep Christian Gonzalez, not only that, like the time to win is when your quarterback is on a rookie deal. So at some point, if you want to keep Drake May around, you're going to have to pay him. And that money, that bill is always due. Shit, that $30 million guarantee they got to pay Milton Williams is due.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
So you know what? I'm gonna piggyback off that. We talked about this whole AJ Brown. Does it make the Pats better?
Anytime you add a player that caliber, you assume the team is going to get better. But when it mattered most, Drake May was probably the worst quarterback in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Yeah, I obviously I think it makes them better. With that being said, if I'm in the AFC, I ain't staying up at night worried about the damn Patriots. You know what I mean? Like, they don't fear me. They call. I think they would have lost to the Broncos. Honestly, Bo Nix didn't
they
get
almost
hurt.
lost to with a backup.
Yeah, I think they would have lost to the Broncos.
Bo Nix
doesn't break his ankle,
Bo Nix doesn't get hurt, I think they lose to the Broncos.
Definitely beat
you know what I mean?
the Patriots. So that's the team. That's the team you got to watch out for.
Who?
The Broncos.
Broncos? Yeah, I agree.
They're really good.
Yeah, that's where Waddle went too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Waddle, Courtland Sutton now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're gonna be good.
Yeah. So, guys, I want to wrap up the AJ Brown emergency pod with 2 questions. The first one is, what do you think AJ's legacy with the Birds is? Sammy, I'll start with you.
Don't start with me.
Joey, I'll start with you.
I mean, as much as, I dislike that he wanted out, he's in that conversation of the best wide receiver the Eagles have ever had. I mean, he's the only wide receiver in franchise history to have 4 consecutive 1,000-yard receiving seasons. So, I mean, while I wish he would have stayed, AJ Brown is, he's one of the best to ever put on midnight green.
Well said, Joey. Sammy?
I mean, 4 consecutive years, 1,000 yards, helped us win a Super Bowl. Sometimes being a team player, being a captain, you've seen the games when he was. And I don't know, as an AJ Brown fan, I think he's one of the best, like Joey said, to put on midnight green as a wide receiver or of all time. So
I agree. As much as I, didn't want him to leave, because I guess not only as a fan of the Eagles, just as a fan of football, like, I didn't really understand it. And I mean, I'm sure at one day, like, we're just hearing this today, and all the things that will come out over the next couple of weeks, months, years, when he's retired, things will come out about why this happened. Just as somebody who loves football and watches football and respects the position of wide receiver DB battles, I just didn't really understand why you would want to leave this. You're beloved. You want a ring here.
the fans loved you.
Fans loved you. I don't know if you weren't getting the ball enough, but you got the ball more than anybody else. So that part of me did not understand or doesn't understand this. As far as legacy, piggyback on both what you guys said. One of the best Eagles wide receivers ever. He's on the short list of T.O., Deshaun, AJ. He's on that short list of some of the best wide receivers that have ever put on the uniform for them. So, with that being said, I don't really, wish you ill will. Like, if you say you're doing this for you and your family, or this was a dream of yours, go ahead, my guy.
Go do it.
Do you. But like Joey said, grass is not always greener when you bounce. Yeah, you're going to get paid wherever you go. But, them 1,000-yard seasons might drop down to 800.
That's what they were when he was in Tennessee.
Yeah, you going to be cool with that? Like, I don't know. I guess you'll find out, right?
We'll definitely find out this season.
Yeah.
You see him fighting on the sideline or pissed off, read a book.
Hey, he might have to have a whole encyclopedia on the sideline if you get pissed off over there. You can't break the book out that many times, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I think his legacy will be. Last question I have for both guys is we were all together for the draft when we got AJ and we traded for him, and we were all super excited about it.
Somebody knew before we did.
I was not there.
You weren't there?
No, I was not.
You weren't?
Nah, but y'all texted me.
Okay. Well, me and Joey were there. But you found out soon after, like everybody else did. In a vacuum, short, simple answer. Knowing what we know now, you make that trade 10 times out of 10?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
10 times out of 10, right?
Probably one of the best nights of being an Eagle on draft night.
There's only one other trade in Eagles history that you kind of put up with that. It's the Malcolm Jenkins trade. Both led to Super Bowls. But in terms of, yeah, I'm making that trade 10 out of 10 times.
One of the greatest trades in Eagles history, right?
Absolutely.
No doubt
100%.
about it. 100%, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man. Number 11 out the building.
Yeah. Now we move on, guys.
Number 11 will always love you.
now, yeah, right. now we move on, guys.
That's 2 number 11s, right?
Yeah.
It was Wentz.
Yeah.
Now AJ. Man, nobody wear number 11 because the next person is going to wear it. They're going to be out the door too.
You ain't kidding.
Is that a bad number for the Eagles?
Might be.
Was Wentz here 4 years too?
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm in,
Are you taking number 11? You got 4 years. That's it.
yeah, if I'm the uniform guy, I was like, yo, we ain't got no more number 1 jerseys. We got no more number 1s left. I can't even put that shit on your jersey, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so.
I mean, good for him. Good for him at the end of the day. It is what it is.
Now we don't have to talk about it now. Now we can move on to what we know the birds are going to be. And we will, we'll be back in a few weeks to talk about that. And we got a couple of, special pods. We always in the summertime do our top this or whatever. So we're going to run a couple of those out there.
We'll be back with some more content for sure.
Absolutely. But this was fun. This will be out tonight. So we will get everybody's thoughts. You guys know where to hit us up on the email. I forgot what the email address is because I haven't been on the pod for a minute, but it's on the bottom of the
DJ's Podcast Network.
There you go. What Sammy said. He got it. Hit us up. Let us know your thoughts about
sooner or later. It's right around the corner.
I know it is right around the corner. So hit us up with your thoughts. We will talk about them, and I have a feeling that there will be a lot of. Maybe that's what our next pod will be. I have a feeling that there'll be a lot of emails coming in because we
send them.
Yeah, because we still get them. But the season's not on.
Yeah, we got to do that podcast too.
Yeah,
we got to pick our winner.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So, guys, I'm glad we had the emergency pod.
Yeah,
we needed to do this. We knew it was,
felt good to be back on the mic.
Yeah, we knew it was time. So, with that, we're gonna sign off. We'll be talking to everybody real soon. And we're going to leave you like we always leave you.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds, dickhead.
And we are out.